So before we get started, the audio on this one is pretty bad. I'll try to fix it in future videos, but it comes down to a skill issue, so it probably won't be fixed entirely. But subscribe anyways, and if you don't like it, what can they do, Phil?
Eat it!
You're goddamn right.
Hello and welcome to the internet. I'm your host, Detractor Media. As the title of the video reads, DSP doesn't care that Ethan Ralph is a criminal racist. He's fine with Wings of Redemption abusing his wife. So if you haven't heard, there's a video online of Wings of Redemption getting in an altercation with Keemstar. He puts his hands on him. To which I say, kudos. Kudos that somebody at least tried to put Keemstar in his place. The guy's a piece of shit and he's a fucking clown. He treats everybody like he's better than them. He talks down to them. He especially talks down to Wings and Boogie. They're both pieces of shit too. I'm not denying that. But the way that Keemstar, belittles people and is very condescending, I'm glad somebody put their hands on him, because fuck him. But if you haven't seen that video, I have some content lined up, do a little commentary over that video. It's kind of short. But also, Ethan Ralph apparently went on live stream yesterday, a couple days ago, and was saying really inflammatory things, being a racist, just what normal locals do. People in the Snortex and in DSP's little rotating lineup, the things they tend to do, just being pieces of shit. Anyways, let's see what DSP has to say. Nothing good, I'm pretty sure. Also, shout out to Duty Streams. I forget every time. Big ups Duty Streams for the video.
Since you haven't played it yet. I mean, you're right. I only played Assassin's Creed 2 once ever. I never played it after that a second time. So there you go. Maybe I will eventually play it again, but right now AC Shadows will continue it this week and see how it goes. Okay. We've got Andy, 9 months as a member, but I believe again this is just a it's just a notification. That's not the actual re-upping of the membership. Okay.
Yeah, we understand DSP. They didn't give you money directly, so it's not worth even giving them kudos or thanking them for giving you money. Let's just speed up, because there's so much dead air. There's so much just dead air of DSP just endlessly talking about nothing, basically nothing. So let's just power through this.
On your show.
Come on, Phil.
Ethan Ralph basically reached out to me and said, I'd be interested in being on your show. I got a ton of people who reached out to me and said, we want Ethan Ralph on the show as a guest for Smart Guys. So after getting a ton of these messages, I said, I will just do it once. Because again, like I told you guys, we're doing rotating hosts. I'm going to do 3 completely different hosts for 3 straight weeks on Smart Guys and see how things go. Does the show flow nicely?
Nope.
Is it entertaining?
Nope.
Is the commentary good?
Nope.
We're gonna test it and see how it goes. All right. So I make this announcement based on feedback, and then I'm not kidding you. Since I made the announcement, I've now been flooded with dozens of people telling me, don't bring him on the show. This is an awful idea. Like, well, wake up your minds. You can't have it both ways. Some people want him on the show and some people don't. All right?
Some people want him on the show because they know that he's a well-known racist. Some people want him on the show because they also know that he's probably going to try to snake you the way that Kino Casino recently did. A lot of people want him on the show because he's also a locale. A lot of people want him on the show because he's also a well-known scumbag. A lot of people want him on the show because, why the fuck not? It's something to do. It's something to give you a little bit more clout, to give you a little bit more attention, because we know that's all you ultimately want. Right? You want attention. You want people to pay attention to your content because no one genuinely does. No one genuinely watches your videos or your streams or your gimmicks because they don't care. They watch you to make fun of you. Ultimately, you're hoping that those views will turn into money. But Ethan Ralph is also a well-known scumbag. That's why most people want him on. The people that don't want him on because he's a known scumbag. But do whatever you want to, DSP. Do whatever you want to. Who the fuck cares? Also, notice that chat is just cooking him. Notice that his kick chat, they're doing the torches thing again. So that's Pepe Riot. Big ups to Mark One for telling me that earlier. This is Pepe Riot is what this is called. They're doing the Pepe Riot meme, which is obviously, Ethan Ralph is a fucking maniac. Yeah. they're doing the Pepe Riot thing, which means that they're unhappy about something he's doing, probably about Ethan Ralph coming on the show because he's a fucking loser. But DSP, do what you want to do, bud. Bring him on, make yourself look worse. I said this yesterday, I hope that he snakes DSP the way that I think he's going to snake DSP. I do. I hope that he does it. I hope that he snakes him and it's all just a shoot and it's all a rib and he's just fucking with DSP and he goes on the stream and like makes awful comments like he did on his personal live stream, or he just makes fun of Phil for being a beggar and a loser, for being filtered by Kino Casino. Phil has been taking L's. I'll shut the fuck up in a second. Sorry, made myself laugh. Phil has been taking L's constantly lately. So I don't see why Ethan Ralph wouldn't capitalize on that and come on his show and just use his platform to make fun of him again. Add to the chaos. Why the fuck not? Why would you come on his show as somebody who's a loser and I think has less of a following than DSP does and not clown him? If you clown him, a lot of these detractors will start watching your content. A lot of eyes will be on you. So I don't see why he wouldn't. But we'll see what happens come next Tuesday, whenever it is, when he does Smart Guys again. We'll see what Ethan does. But I hope he snakes him, because it would just be funny for everyone but DSP. And you love to see him lose. You know what I mean? You root for Phil to lose because he's such an unlikable person. He's such an awful dude that you want him to lose. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. Phil, the floor is yours, dipshit. Go ahead.
And the thing is, I think people are like, they're so weird. I said, he's going to be on the show once. Okay? Once. Just once. And we're going to see how it goes. And then there's going to be 2 different hosts after that. All right? So, what makes you... Because people are acting like, oh, you're having him on a show. He's your permanent co-host forever. This is going to ruin you and your channel. This is going to ruin your show. This is going to ruin everything. It's one guest host appearance. Okay? And it's not like I'm not running the show. So if I turn the show on and we're doing the show and all of a sudden the guy starts dropping the N-word and he starts saying ridiculous stuff that has nothing to do with wrestling and is completely, off the cuff nonsense, I could just dump him anyway. So what? I just don't get it. People think, I guess he did a stream over the weekend and he said inflammatory stuff about politics, right? So now people are trying to message me. Did you hear what he said? I don't care what he fucking said.
But if he said that on his personal stream, what makes you think he's not going to say those same things on your stream? Again, Ethan Ralph, I don't think has the same cult following as DSP does. He doesn't have the same kind of clout. DSP doesn't have much clout, but he has a little bit more clout than Ethan Ralph does. What makes you think he's not going to do that for a reaction? What makes you think he's not going to do that? Because people will love to watch you lose. Just like when you brought RTU on, because RTU is an enemy of Kino Casino. So you thought bringing him on was going to give you a W. You thought you and RTU, who hates you, openly hates you, is pretty obsessed with you. He's a weirdo. But someone who openly hates you, you thought bringing him on the show was going to help you felt Kino Casino. So you brought RTU on. And he just told you, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about what you're talking about. I don't give a shit about any of this. And then you straight up were hostile with him from the jump and said, we're not going to talk about what you want to talk about. This is my show. Anyways, what makes you think that even Ethan Ralph isn't going to do the same thing? He's not going to tell you, bro, I'm not playing ball. I'm not going to come here and play ball and be like, oh yeah, DSP, oh, you're so funny, ha ha ha. Yeah, I love the begging you do. It's so funny, yeah. Remember when you played Hard Rain? I've been a fan since Hard Rain. He's not going to fucking do that. He's probably going to come on and clown you because he has nothing to lose. People don't want him on the show, and people are talking shit about you, criticizing you, telling you, Phil, don't fucking do this, because the guy's a clown. People are telling you, don't bring him on the show because he's a scumbag. There's no positives that you're going to get out of this. There's nothing for you to gain by bringing on a guy who's just a wild card. There's nothing for you to gain here. Anyways, go ahead, Phil. Dumbass.
He didn't say it on my show. It has nothing to do with pro wrestling.
Just like Darius didn't do those creepy things on my stream, so why should I care? Darius didn't talk about porn stars on my stream. He wasn't mass tweeting to porn stars. Thanks, Cable, and my voice cracked. He wasn't mass tweeting to porn stars on my stream. He wasn't, cranking it to a porn star on my stream. So why should I care? He wasn't being a creep about children on my stream. Why should I care? The things that you do, the things that your community do, shine on you. The people you attract shines on you. You have to take some responsibility for the things that happen in your community and for the things that people do in response to your actions. If somebody in my community, I've said this before and I'll say it again, if somebody in my community says something nasty, racist, disgusting, threatens violence on my name, I'm going to denounce them easily. Fuck them. If you have ill intentions, don't mention my motherfucking name. Don't do shit on me. I don't want you in my community. It's that simple. You attract people that are scumbags. Just because he didn't say these awful things on my stream, why should I give a shit? Well, Phil, because you're a grown motherfucking man. You got a dude that's coming on that's a wild card saying wild shit on his streams. You're bringing him to your streams where he's probably going to continue to say wild things. I'm repeating myself. Justin, shut the fuck up. Phil, much to my dismay, go ahead.
What is going on with people? And no, simply having someone on as a co-host on a show for a one-off appearance does not mean you have a permanent association with them. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
How many legitimate viewers do you think the illegal restreamers take away from this stream? I don't know who they are, or I don't know why they are allowed to do things like this. Thousands. Thousands. Watch Raw Phil. Big ups to Raw Phil, regardless of whether you watch him or not. Big ups to Raw Phil. Watch Raw Phil. Watch when Duty streams. Duty streams. Because he streams. I said the thing. Watch Duty. Watch Raw Phil. Watch Lynn the Deranged. Lynn's a tiny channel. 1,000, like maybe 1,500 subs. Big ups, Lynn the Deranged. What up? Bro has like just over 1,000 subs. Still gets almost as good views as Phil does. So they take away thousands of views. Which again says a lot about you. People would rather watch Detractor channels even if they don't really align with the ideology of being a quote-unquote detractor. They would still rather watch a Detractor stream than watch yours because they don't want to give you views. But the answer to this question, rebel scum, I got a burp, excuse me. I'll cut that out. The answer to your question, rebel scum, is thousands. Thousands of people watch Detractors. Illegal, quote unquote, it's not illegal, but illegal restreamers take away thousands of views from Phil, and every goddamn one is earned. Every goddamn one is a victory. Fuck Phil. Phil, go ahead, you mouth-drooling moron.
Having anyone as a guest on a show, that means you're permanently associated with them? Like, what are you talking about?
It kind of does. It kind of does.
We're going to talk about pro wrestling for 2.5 hours. That's the purpose of the show.
That's debatable.
And then we're going to move on. We're going to have other hosts. If anything, because you guys have put up such a big hoopla about it, I think it's worth it to do it. Seriously. Like, if I had announced it and everyone was like, nobody cares. It's like the complete polar opposite. Everyone's freaking out about this.
Yeah, because people are honestly telling you, hey, you probably shouldn't do this. This is probably not going to be a good look for you. That means I should do it, right? People tell me, Justin, don't jump off that bridge. It's a really goddamn long way down, man. Wow, there's 20 people behind me telling me don't jump off this bridge because it's really goddamn far down. It's probably going to hurt me. I'm going to do it. You know what? Because so many people told me don't do it. I'm going to jump off this bridge head first. Head first. Good idea. You hit the ground and you're fucking dead. A lot of people are telling you not to do this. And there's probably a good reason why. Don't jump off bridges. Don't have racists on your stream. DSP's a racist. But don't have a known scumbag on your stream. If people are telling you, hey, this guy's a scumbag, it's probably not a good idea, then it's probably not a good idea. Gun to my head. Probably not a good idea to have somebody on that's a scumbag. Even though Phil himself is a scumbag. Okay.
Right? Everyone's like, wow, this is crazy. We can't wait to see what happens. This is crazy. Everyone's freaking out about this. Right? Everyone's like, wow, this is crazy. We can't wait to see what happens. So yeah, I think it's, at the very least, it seems to be doing, what's intended. It's getting attention stirred up for the show. People want to see the show now. Okay? I did the show solo for 2 weeks. I think the show works solo, but it's going to be for a very limited audience. If I'm having other hosts on and you're interested in saying, gee, I wonder how this host will do chemistry-wise and actually doing commentary with Phil, there's a curiosity factor there, right? Okay? I don't know what it is. Like, people think that, like, I signed a contract where this guy's going to be, like, my employee, and, I'm not locked into anything. Literally, I could turn the stream on, I could see him, say nope, and dump him. I don't want to do that, and I don't think I'm going to. But I'm going to have established rules beforehand. No, I don't want him coming on the show insanely messed up. No, I don't want him coming on the show and saying stuff he can't say on YouTube. And he's going to know that up front. And if he violates any of those rules, just like any guest on any show that I do, he's going to get dumped. All right? So I don't see the big deal. I honestly don't see the big deal. Even if you guys think he's like the most vile guy on the planet, it's a pro wrestling commentary show. Okay? That's it. Okay. All right, Cave Teeth, $5 super chat. He says, it's almost like you don't want to hit the goal, Bish. I think that's one of his sayings, isn't it? I don't know. But yeah, it's like people just don't get it. There's no long-term commitment. I'm not going into business with this man. We didn't buy and rent out a building where we're now going to be operating out of, doing a show. Like, what are you talking about? She's jumping on the show to do some wrestling talk, and that's it. Like, what is going on? I don't know. If anything, I think what it really is as you know, he is basically an enemy of Kino Casino. So it's like, oh, so you were associating with them, then you broke it off with them, and now immediately you're having an enemy of the show on your show. Well, yeah, but actually that wasn't the intention. Like, I was just going to open up, hey, who wants to interested in being a co-host? And I was just going to go for whatever. He just happened to step up and want to be the first person to be on the show.
You picked him specifically because he is a quote-unquote enemy of Kino Casino. You know you did. You know you picked him deliberately because he is a enemy of the show that you're so worked up about. It does. I'm just repeating myself. It's so frustrating. He doesn't seem to understand that bringing him on isn't a W. I don't understand how hard that is to understand. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Anyways.
Oh, okay. And everyone said yes. Everyone was like, yes, that would be fascinating. We want to see that drama. So there you go. Okay.
The Autistic Avengers.
Anyway. All right. So that's coming up Thursday night. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Thank you, Cave Teeth, for that $5 super chat, by the way. Some more contributions have come in. We got a $2 tip here. Why is Grimace ban seemed harmless? I don't know, because I didn't ban. I literally have not banned any emotes. What it is text. So if the emote has the text in it that's banned, then the emote cannot be used in the kick chat. The bot is doing it, not me. Okay?
Hold on. I think it's the concern that he's a convicted sex offender and felon. Not exactly the person I want to work with, in my opinion. Is Ethan Ralph a sex offender? I don't really know anything about Ethan Ralph, but is this true? Is he a convicted sex offender? If so, that's a really bad fucking look for you, Phil. I mean, you did groom a 17-year-old panda, and we all know that she was underage, that you groomed an underage child when you were 29 and she was 17. So, but still, if he is an actual convicted sex offender and you're having him on your show, that's disgusting. That's disgusting, and that definitely reflects on you. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man.
I received a $1.50 tip. Wings is indefinitely fired from Lalcal Live. At least the spotlight won't be on you for a while. He snapped at Keem after an argument yesterday. He physically charged at him. When Wings' wife tried to hold him back, he shoved her and he hit her head on the table. I don't care. Thanks for the tip. No, I'm serious. I don't care. I don't know why you guys endlessly contact me about this shit. I don't give a fuck. If Wings of Redemption literally performed a blood sacrifice, was possessed by Beelzebub himself, and then exploded, blowing up a giant crater in the center of wherever the hell they were this week doing their stuff, I don't care. I don't care. Why do you keep telling me about them? I don't care. Really, I don't. I don't know why you keep notifying me of what they're doing on their show. It's not my show. It's not my content. I don't care. Hold on.
Because they are also a well-known locale. Because they are also a well-known beggar. Because they are also a well-known scumbag. Because you talk shit about Wings and Keemstar. You talk shit about other locales and Locale Live. And you talk shit about Boogie. You talk shit about Ethan Ralph. You talk shit about all these people. People bring it up because it's relevant to you. Because you're all scumbags. You're in this big pool of scumbaggery. That's a word? It's not a word, I don't believe. You're in this pool of other scumbags. So why not bring it up?
I don't care. I don't care.
You do care.
I don't care.
You do care.
Okay? I don't care.
You do care.
Gee, do you think maybe I care about that? No.
Yes.
I don't care. Stop bothering me with that bullshit.
I care so little about this. Let me do a 10-minute segment where I'll repeat the phrase, I don't care. I care so little about Strangely Lex dissing me on her streams. I care so little about Strangely Lex doing a shoot on me, cutting a promo on me. Let me derail the whole goddamn stream for 45 minutes while I call her a whore, while I insult her sexuality and her partner. I don't care. It's important for you guys to remember. I don't care. But here's a 45-minute rant about how I don't care. You know what I mean? I really don't care. Sure, Phil. Sure.
Shit. Thanks. Okay. Continuing on. I received a $10 tip from Guitar Player. How are you, Guitar Player? Welcome back. I know you stopped by from
Okay,
time.
no one cares. I don't know who Guitar Player is. Okay, let's speed through this, Phil. Oh, is he doing this again? Is he doing the I don't care thing again? God damn it.
Hey, do you think that things maybe changed? No, I still don't care. I don't care. Stop telling me about Lalcal Live. Okay.
God damn. God, his laugh is awful. When I hear him laugh like that, it makes me want to beat his fucking ass. Like, oh God, fuck this guy. Are we done with this? Are we done with this, Phil? That's about as much as I can take. What else is happening here?
So for now,
guys, it's my fake membership. Okay, wow, the stream's over. Wow, that was great. So what did we learn? Phil doesn't learn from his mistakes. He's going to bring Ethan Ralph on, and he's probably going to disrespect him. Ethan Ralph is probably going to snake him, more than likely. I can pretty much guarantee it. We'll see what happens when Ethan Ralph's on Smart Guys, but probably nothing good is going to happen. Anyways, I've been your host, Detractor Media. Thank you for watching. You have a good day. Be good or be good at it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.